Hey, what's up all? It's Jono here, and welcome back to Pokémon Unbound, and looks like one of the 2 eggs that I got in the last episode has decided to hatch. And yes, there we go, sure enough, it's a Pichu. But remember, I actually had 2 eggs left for me to collect from the daycare, which kinda surprised me, and sure enough, here is the second one. So, somehow, despite the short amount of time that I left both my ballooned Pikachu and the Ditto in the daycare, they managed to produce 2 eggs, which is kind of insane. But there we go, we got ourselves 2 Pichu, so let's see what we have. Okay, well, obviously both level 1 to start with. Both curiously have 11 hit points, so the hit point, in terms of hit points, it's pretty much the same. But in terms of like Pichu and its evolved forms, the best bet, our best like stats really I want to look for is special attack and speed. So this one has special attack of 5 and speed of 6. You also have a special attack of 5 and 6, but your actually your stats are not bad at all. Actually, this male Pichu here, yeah, E, B, S, 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 and B minus, whereas yeah, so the female Pichu's attack is slightly better. But this male one, actually in terms of stats, apart from hit points, it's actually pretty more solid actually. So I think, you know what? I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to keep this Pichu with me. I'm going to train you up. So, you know, I wasn't planning to because I kind of wanted to somewhat stick with Ampharos, but I might want to evolve this Pichu into a Pikachu and see if I can evolve into a Raichu, because I'm sure I remember seeing somewhere, if I remember rightly, like if I level up a Pikachu or use a Thunderstone, I think in Full Shore City, I think it actually evolves into an Alolan Raichu. So, but then again, do I want to keep both the Pichu? Just to have them both level up to a Pikachu, just so I can have both like forms of Raichu? You know what? Scrap that. I think I am going to keep both of them with me. But for now, let's not worry about that. Instead, we're going to go to the Safari Zone. Catch him if you can. Alright, we're going to go to the Safari Zone. The higher your catching streak is in the Safari game, the higher the chance you'll catch something with good stats. I even heard a shiny Pokemon will appear every 30th encounter? Ooh, okay. Interesting. Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just 500 Pokédollars, you can play the Safari game. Well, first of all, let's have the info. Well, general info. The Safari game is an opportunity for you to capture as many Pokemon as you can. To start off, you're given special Safari Balls. While playing, a Pokemon you are attempting to capture will appear in front of you. Try your best to aim and hit it with a Safari Ball. If you manage to land a hit and the Pokemon stays in the Safari Ball, it's yours to keep. Once you run out of Safari Balls or choose to quit, the game is over. Right, okay, interesting. Safari game, berries can be used to aid you in your capture. Different berries have different effects, and at most, 3 berries can be fed to a Pokemon at a time. If a Pokemon has already eaten 3 berries, any new berries will replace the effects of the oldest used berry. Oh, blimey, this is insane. Okay. Multiple raspberries can be fed to the same Pokemon, so presumably, I'll just have to use my berries at my expense, so... Okay, wow, okay, this actually might actually end up being a bit more, more in-depth than just a typical just lob a Pokeball at it. Right, okay, you know what, let's just ignore that. Difficulty modes. There are different difficulty modes for the Safari game. The higher difficulty, the faster the Pokemon you're trying to capture with rather high difficulty modes are still beneficial, however. They offer the chance for you to encounter much rarer Pokemon than those that can be found in the lower difficulty modes. Oh, okay. Right, well, you know what? Let's play it. Yes, of course, we got 30 Safari Balls, as usual. Different difficulty modes. Well, seeing as it's our first attempt, let's just go easy, because by the looks of it, it might be different than we thought. Run only from the current Pokemon. It'll cost you some Safari Balls. Okay, right. Oh my gosh. Okay, right. This is definitely different. Right. So... I guess I just lob a ball at it. Let me just wait until it stops moving. Okay. Okay, this is actually kind of insane. It's not just simply running around. This is actually kind of wild. So no usable berries. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I was just pressing the button just to see if it moves, but there we go. Rhyhorn was caught. Okay, right. So this is way different than I thought. Yeah, let's continue playing. A wild Natsu. Alright, okay, let's just study your movements. Although you're just kind of chilling there right now, so I'm just going to lob it right in your face. Straight away, Natu was caught. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's keep on playing. And now we have a wild Plusle. Ooh, you almost moved out of range, but sucked to be you, Plusle, because I caught you. Ooh, that must mean we'll be able to catch a Minun here as well. Yeah, let's keep on going. Skitty. Oh, I can already tell you're starting to move around a bit more, so let's just wait until you stop moving. Oh, cheeky. There we go. Oh, wow, straight away. No, we're not having that, Skitty. There we go, and Skitty was caught. Alright. And yeah, let's keep on going. A wild Meowth is ready. Okay. Ooh, wait, that's an Alolan Meowth. Oh, yeah, we're definitely grabbing you. Nice. Okay, alright. I mean, easy is easy, although some Pokemon are breaking out of the Pokeball anyway. Ooh, hello, Wild Mudkip. Oh, yes, oh, you jerk. Okay, I'm gonna have to time this just right. Oh my god, I actually lobbed it properly. But of course you broke out, you little jerk. Oh, I have a Hoenn starter. Okay. Nice. Okay, was not expecting that. Yeah, let's keep on going. Okay, next we have a Bound Sweet. Let me just wait for you to stop moving. There we go. Oh, you jerk. There we go. Oh, you literally ran into that Pokeball. There we go. Alright. Now, I just realised, when it says like your 30th encounter, does that continue through the different difficulties? Let's see. Also, I know I've already caught a Plusle, but we're going to catch you anyway because apparently it costs some balls anyway. And plus, Plusle are pretty easy to catch anyway, so you know what, that's fine. We'll catch a bunch of them and oh, I didn't mean to give a nickname. But any duplicates I've caught, I will just release like this, yet another Bound Sweet, which has very kindly decided to stand at the same spot. Nice, okay, that was a nice easy catch. And let's keep on going. Yet another Bound Sweet. Okay, we're starting to see some duplicates here, so I'm going to carry on until I either encounter a new Pokemon or I run out of Pokeballs to end the challenge. Oh, hello, Wild Trico. Also, I didn't mean to press that right now. I was trying to skip the text box and it just moved on it and it just went away on its own. Oh, I am absolutely catching this Trico. Would you stop moving, please? Right in your face. Right, okay, so I guess this is where we get the Hoenn starters. So, Mudkip and Trico. Very nice, okay. So hopefully I will eventually encounter a Torchic. Anyway, yet another Bound Sweet. Out of interest, if I was to run, skip to the next Pokemon, how many... Anyway, so I got 9 Pokeballs. How many balls do I lose if I skip? You trade 5. Well, to be honest, I think it might be more beneficial just to catch this Bound Sweet. Yeah, obviously I'm going to catch the same amount of Pokemon multiple times, but it'd be a bit more efficient to just catch the Pokemon. Anyway, let's keep on going. Ooh, a new Pokemon. Yes, we'll catch you. Don't you dare move. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, this is definitely a lot more involved, you know, in actually having to aim the Pokeball at the Pokemon rather than, you know, just aimlessly walking around the grass. I approve of this. Anyway, yet another Bound Sweet, but, ooh, right in the face. Ooh, you jerk. Oh, you utter jerk. Uh-oh, I've only got 3 left. My challenge is almost over. But let's see what we have after this. So that was my 14th Pokemon. I've only got 3 Pokeballs left, but we might as well keep on going. Right, a wild Meowth has appeared. I've already caught you, but you know what? We're just going to try and catch you anyway. Ooh! Ooh, right on your tail. Well, that's my last Safari Ball, and that is that. But at least I've caught 1 Meowth. But you know what? That was pretty cool, actually. Caught quite a few Pokemon there, including some of the Hoenn starters, which is very nice. Okay, well, first of all, let's have a look and see what kind of Pokemon I have caught. I think they've just gone straight from these, so unfortunately, some of the Pokemon that I have left specifically in some of these boxes are kind of getting a bit crowded out. So let me just move some of my main Pokemon to box 1 very quickly. And then I will just have a look and see what duplicates I have. Honestly, a lot of the Pokemon that I caught I'm probably not too interested in keeping, so any duplicates I will probably just release straight away. Anyway, just move you out the way, and I'll just dump this Pichu here, and let's have a look at all of the Pokemon. So we've caught the Rhyhorn, the Natu, I've caught 2 Plusle and a bunch of Bound Sweet, so, ooh, actually these are pretty high level. Okay, you know what, let's just release some of these Pokemon that I'm not too fussed about keeping. So let's just get rid of some of the duplicates here. Okay, level 47 Bound Sweet now, so I will keep the higher level one. And let's release this one. There we go. And did any go into box 4? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. All these Bound Sweet. But still, pretty cool that I caught all these Pokemon, including 2 of the Hoenn starters, as well as this Helioptile, or however the hell you're supposed to say it. Let's release this Pokemon. And you know what? That wasn't too difficult. So you know what? Let's try it on each of the more... Let's just try stepping up these difficulties. So let's... Yep, blah, 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 blah. 30 Safari Balls. Let's go from... Oh my god, there's an insane mode. Might leave that for now. Let's go for medium. So, right, let's do the same again, but as I said, I think going forward, I'm only just going to show you, well, I'm probably going to, I don't know, I might say I'll show you all the captures, but honestly, I think I'll only show, like, new Pokemon that I've encountered that I've not yet caught. So, we'll go with that. Let's see what this first Pokemon is. Ooh, it's a Spinder. Okay, well, immediately a new Pokemon. Ooh, you tried to run away there. But there we go, we got ourselves a Spinder. Ooh, now we have Xatu. Okay. Oh, how the heck did you avoid that? Well, you didn't avoid that this time. Oh, you little jerk. Come on, move around. I think, yeah, I have no usable berries right now, so I'm literally trying to do this with pure luck. But there we go, we got ourselves Xatu. Ooh, another new Pokemon, Steenie. Ooh, just about managed to get you on the edge of that pixel there, but we got ourselves Steenie. And another new Pokemon, Diglett. Okay, we're definitely seeing some new Pokemon, including... Oh yeah, that's another Alolan Pokemon. Alright, cool. And straight away with the Diglett. Very nice. We'll keep on going. Oh, and a Torchic. Here we go. The last of the Hoenn starters I need to try and catch. Come on, Torchic. Oh, no you don't. Nice. Okay, now we have all 3 of the Hoenn starters, which is pretty big. Nice. Let's keep on going. Okay, finally, a new Pokemon. Whoa, but oh my gosh, you were moving so fast, and I hit the A button a little bit too quick there. Oh, wow, I actually somehow managed to clip you. Ooh, my last Pokeball, and it was a successful one. Phew, okay. So, quite a few repeat encounters, but still quite a few new Pokemon, which is pretty cool. And there we go, we have finished medium difficulty. Nice, okay, so once again, I'm just going to quickly go through the storage, just release some of my duplicates, and we're going to try a harder difficulty. Oh boy. Also, I did find a second Torchic, which was very nice, and oh yeah, these Pokemon are actually a little bit... Actually, are they? They are a little bit higher level. Not by much, but they are a little bit higher level on medium, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I don't need all these duplicates, so let's just release a few of these. Right, now that we've taken care of that, let's now try the harder difficulty and see what this one's going to be like. Hard. Although I'm not going to lie, I am kind of dreading what insane difficulty is going to be like, especially considering I don't have any berries to use right now. Literally just using a bit of RNG, but hey, we've already got ourselves a new Pokemon, which is very nice. Very quickly. Ooh, just in time. Ooh, but it's a good start already, and we already have one Pokemon, so that's already very good. Ooh, now we have a Rhydon. Okay, yes, I had a feeling we'll eventually see Rhydon after encountering all the Rhyhorn. Ooh, straight out, but ooh, you little jerk. There we go. Boom, you ran right into it, you fool. Oh my gosh, and you still managed to break out. Oh, you are going to be a pain to catch, I think. Although, no, never mind. I just called Rhydon, which is very nice. Okay, so they are definitely moving around a bit more, like, quickly now. But that's still fine. Also, Wild Ditto, which Diglett, rather, which I've already caught. But I might as well try and catch you anyway. But otherwise, it'll just cost me Pokeballs anyway to try and catch you. Although, having said that, it might actually be better for me to just run away from the Pokemon. But then again, if I do, that might break the chain, wouldn't it? Would you stop moving, Diglett? Okay, I didn't think a Diglett, of all things, would be this difficult to try and catch. Thank you. You little jerk, Diglett. Well, that's my last Pokeball. And it broke out. Yeah, I don't know whether it would be, like, beneficial just to release, like just to run away and sacrifice some balls rather than just trying to catch them, but it kind of makes sense just to try and catch the Pokemon anyway, so it might as well. So we might as well just do that. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I've actually caught another Spinder, which definitely has a different, whoops, that's not wanted. Definitely has a different, marking on it, so let's have a look. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know what? Spinder's probably the only one I'm not going to bother releasing them all because they all have slightly different patterns, which is pretty cool. Right, question is... I'll go on then. Let's see what it's like on insane difficulty. This is probably... If I catch just one Pokemon, I think I'm going to be happy with that. Let's go on in insane mode and immediately regret it. Okay, let's see. But we have you. Okay. Well, at least I managed to hit you. Oh, stop moving! So that is definitely the sound of a fire engine I can hear out there. So, I wonder if that means there's been a bit of a road traffic accident on nearby. In fact, let me have a quick look at the maps just to see. Also, you are just constantly breaking out of the ball here. I think I might have to... Let me try one more, but I think I might have to run away from you because you are clearly not staying in the ball here. Oh, finally. Okay, I'm glad I persevered. Right, let me have a quick look at the map. There seems to be an awful lot of noise outside in terms of fire engines and emergency vehicles, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary on the on Google Maps there, so I guess there isn't. Well, I've caught one Pokemon, so yeah. But we have a Rhydon. I don't know if I really want to bother with you. Nah, you're just going to break straight out, aren't you? Well, I just about managed to catch Rhydon, even though I've already caught you, but you know what? At least I've caught 2, but yeah, I'm not too sure about this insane difficulty. Although, having said that, Kangaskhan... Ugh. I'm pretty sure I remember, like, in the standard Safari Zone game, they are notoriously difficult to try and catch, especially when you're just constantly running around like this. Haha, but and there's me. It's a slight hope, therefore. I've actually got the ball on you, but no. I really should have a look and see if I can find some berries to use. Because clearly, on this difficulty mode, I definitely need the berries. But then again, I just caught Kangaskhan. I did just catch Kangaskhan, so you know what? That is fine. Also, how many Pokeballs have I got left? I've only got 4. Yeah, this is probably not going to go well, especially if I've already missed one. Go, 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 go! Alright. Managed to at least get 1 on target, but yeah. This is going to not end well, is it? Last... Oh, you bastard. Well, at least I caught a few. Question is, what level up were these Pokemon? Level 53... Level 54? You were insane, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I caught you in the end. Ooh, okay. Right, although, interestingly, I didn't encounter any, of the Hoenn starters, which is a bit unfortunate. You know what, let's try one more, let's do one more attempt, but I'm going to go back down to, like, medium difficulty, just to see if there's any other Pokemon that I might have missed. Not gonna lie, I didn't think a Pokemon like this would actually be that annoying to try and catch. Screw you! Well, at least I caught you with my last, Safari Ball, but apart from... Well, actually, I was gonna say apart from this Pokemon, which obviously I've caught a few times, I did not encounter any new Pokemon at that difficulty, so I have a feeling I might just have to keep on trying insane difficulty. But, yeah, I mean, it was still kind of fun regardless. Yeah, look at all these Pokemon I got. It's kind of crazy just how many I've got of these. And I also caught another Torchic, but other than that, I'm actually kind of happy that I managed to catch a Kangaskhan, which is pretty cool. But other than that, yeah. Well, that was pretty fun, you know, some interesting new Pokemon, and it's certainly a new way of doing the Safari Zone, so maybe I'll come back and see what's what, but as you said, yeah, the higher your catching streak is in the Safari game, the higher the chance you'll catch something with good stats. I even heard a shiny Pokemon will appear every 30th encounter. Right. I couldn't really tell if any of them were shiny or not, unless the sprites didn't show up. So on that screen. So I must have encountered nearly that many, which kind of makes me think I should try at least one more. So you know what? I'm going to try one more and just see whether I can actually get them to appear. Although I'm going to assume, does that mean like in one session, which is kind of impossible considering I have to get lucky every single time, so I'm hoping that's just like overall. But you know what, we're going to go back to hard and see if we get any new Pokemon. But probably not, but you know what, we'll try at least one more go and then I'll probably get back to doing something else in this episode because I don't want to just spend the whole time in the Safari Zone. Oh, hello. Grovyle, alright. I was not expecting you. I didn't think you can get the evolved forms of the Hoenn starters in this as well. Right, okay. I mean, unfortunately, I've only got 2 balls left, so this is probably going to be pot luck. Oh my god, I actually caught Grovyle. Well, that was a lucky last catch. Alright, I'm glad I tried that again. Nice, okay. Very interesting. So let's have another look at my Pokemon and see what we've caught. Yep, mostly the same old Pokemon again, but I don't know why, but I think this particular Spinder here, you were so annoying to catch for some reason. I must have wasted almost half my balls just to try and catch you, even though you're a Spinder. And from what I can tell, I don't see any shiny Pokemon, so I don't know what the actual, like, trigger is on that. It says apparently every 30th encounter, but then again, some of those encounters could have been right at the very end where I ran out of Pokeballs and I did not have, like, and I wasn't able to catch them, but Again, at least on the overworld sprites, I couldn't tell if they were shiny or not, so I'm going to assume there might be something else that might cause that to happen. But either way, you know what? That was still pretty cool. Maybe I'll come back to that at some point, but you know what? I don't want to spend the entire episode just doing the Safari Zone, even though this is going to be a very heavily edited video, but either way, I think we're done with this for now, and you know what? We're going to check out, well, actually, wait a minute. I'd say we'll check out something, but then again, we do have the Pokemon Gym. Okay. There is the Pokemon Gym, but I kind of want to wait until the next episode to do that, so let's see how far we can get up on Cootes Bog, just to see what we have. Cootes Bog, Magnolia Town to the north, and Polder Town to the south, and Crystal Peak that way, even though I thought it was that way, but never mind. Hi, trainer. Oh, I see you possess a Dex Nav. I have just a task for you. Would you use your Dex Nav to aid yourself in the capture of all the Pokemon that live in this area? I want to know all about the Pokemon that live in Cootes Bog. Yeah, sure, why not? Please report back to me when your Dex Nav indicates that all of the Pokemon here have been caught. Okay, it's interesting. Well, first of all, I just realised something. I've got 2 Pichu to level up very quickly. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Instead, I want to very quickly change the experience share back to normal, or rather, with the experience share, just so I can get the Pichu leveled up very quickly. And I'll stick with Primarina up there, just to battle. And in terms of the Dex Nav, how many Pokemon are we looking at? Okay, so a couple in the water that we haven't yet found, including 2 with the Super Rod and 2 from surfing. But there's at least, we've got 5 Pokemon that we've not yet encountered before, as well as a few that we've already encountered, including the likes of Quagsire and Sliggoo. Alright, okay, well, seeing as we're here, we might as well do some exploring and seeing what's what. Okay, so unsurprisingly, we have ourselves a Quagsire. Don't really care, although having said that, I do need to catch you. You know what, screw it, let's try the Quick Ball. Sweet. Alright, that was easy. Thank you, Quick Ball. So that's 1 Pokemon already caught, so that's very nice. And let's see how many levels both my Pichu level up. So up to level 3. Probably going to get to at least level 6 or 7, I would have thought. Okay, so that's the first Pichu up to level 5, level 6, level 7. Oh, never mind. Already up to level 8. Okay, level 9. Alright, so, okay, never mind. It just grew 10 levels, which is kind of insane. Okay, level 11. Alright, level 12. Okay, I massively underestimated that. Yeah, sure, you can learn Nuzzle if you want. I don't know, have, you know what, forget Tail Whip, because honestly, Tail Whip is kind of useless. Actually, to be honest, the only reason I want to try and level up both the Pichu is so I can have both evolve into a Pikachu, and I can then see if I can actually evolve both the Pikachu into the 2 different Raichu forms. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of insane. Right, now we're on to the other Pichu. Already leveled up to level 15. Okay, I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. There we go, finally. Now Quagsire's data has been added to the Pokédex at long last. Quagsire, the waterfish Pokemon. It often bangs its head on the river bottom as it swims, but seems not to care. Its body is always slimy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, move up to box 5, and you know what, I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't bother with the 2 Pichu, at least for now. Anyway, trainer tips. Press A to climb up the ladder. That's good to know. Yeah, because honestly, I only want to focus on maybe just leveling up 1 at a time. So I tell you what, let's head back to the Pokemon Center, and I'm going to switch out one of the Pichu for one of my main Pokemon, because honestly, I think seeing just the same, like both the Pichu level up that quickly and take it so long to get through that whole, like, messaging thing is kind of insane. So let's scrap the idea of raising both of them, and instead I'm just going to focus on one of them. Actually, who had the better stats? Oh, I think I said the male one had better stats, I think, overall. So I'm going to focus on training up the male Pikachu. And, oh, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually kind of tempted to bring Grovyle with me. But then again, as I said, I do need to do quite a bit of training anyway at some point, so I will not worry about that for the time being. Instead, let's just bring back one of my main Pokemon. You know what? Let's bring back Gengar for now. And we'll just keep on going for a little bit. Unfortunately, I've no idea how long this episode's going to be already, considering I'm going to have to do an awful lot of editing, but I'm just going to wing it and just hope that at least not this whole episode will end up being me just being in the Safari Zone. Anyway, okay, so you're just telling me how to get to Crystal Peak through a bit of a awkward way around, but sure. Anyway, wow, I'm missing half my body. All you can see is my hair. But that was a very weird looking Pokemon. Okay, new Pokemon, Krogunk. And yeah, let's catch it straight away. See what happens. I'll tell you what, these quick balls have been doing the job, I have to say. Nice, and I'm probably going to have a whole load of level ups for Pichu. Although I really should move Pichu to the front of the party and just train you up a little bit. Anyway, Nasty Plot, that sharply raises the special attacks. That could actually be very useful. Let's see. Might be better. Ooh, actually. I mean, Thundershock is obviously stronger. Oh, but then again, obviously Nuzzle has will leave a foe paralyzed. But I think Thundershock might be better. I don't know, I feel like I'll have a better look with Nasty Plot rather than... You know what, as I said, I think Pichu really has, like, would have better special attack, but I might be wrong. No, you know what, let's have you forget Play Nice. Now we'll just go with that, and add a Krogunk to the data. Krogunk, the toxic mouth Pokemon. Inflating its poison sacs, it makes an eerie blubbering sound for intimidation. There we go. Of course, you're in box 1 because that was the last box I used, but that's fine. Right, now let's move Pichu up front. Let's just check your stats. Actually, your heart is actually pretty decently high up already, so actually, I don't think that many battles are going to be needed for you to, well, potentially level up. So I'll tell you what, now that I've brought Pichu back up to the front, let's change the settings back to regular, just so you can have the bulk of the experience. Then I'll switch out to another Pokemon. Oh, hang on. Battle? Battle! There are 2 paths to proceed through the swamp. The bog path and the bridge path. I mean, the bridge path is obviously going to be the easier one, but it's also going to be the least interesting one, isn't it? Anyway, sending out a Minun, which I somehow did not encounter at the Safari Zone, despite the fact I encountered Puzzle there, so maybe for whatever reason they're not found there? I don't know. But yeah, let's focus on leveling up Pichu for a little bit. Ooh, you tried to use Thunder. No. Earthquake! Very easy there. Thank you very much, Garchomp. And Pichu leveled up probably insanely once again. Yep, straight up to level 19. Level 20. They want to learn Charm. Oh man, all these like moves that could potentially be useful. Yeah, sharply cutting its attack. But then again, yeah, Sweet Kiss is kind of useful, but at the same time, it's not that accurate. So you know what? Forget Sweet Kiss. We'll have you learn Charm instead, at least for now. Okay, going to use Wobbuffet next. Let's switch to Pichu again, just to help you level up a little bit. And once again, I'm going to immediately switch Pokemon. And conveniently, as it's a Wobbuffet, let's bring up... Oh, you got Shadow Tag! Oh, crap. That's not good. Oops. I think I might have to sacrifice Pichu here. That's really annoying. I forgot about Shadow Tag. Alright, Nuzzle. Oh yeah, this is not gonna do anything. Oh no. Okay. Destiny Bond? Yeah, but this could potentially take a while. Oh, just use an attack. Well, actually, you can't really use an attack. You can only use counter or, mirror. What's it called? Mirror coat? For my sake, I hope you do actually use that. Oh, using counter. Oh, dear. Wait, actually. I mean, I have enough for me to use Thundershock, I think, potentially to check out this Wobbuffet. But then again, this is taking so long, so you know what? If you can use counter and just put me out of my misery, Wobbuffet, that'll be much appreciated. Thank you. Although even that's not going to do much because of the fact that my attacks aren't doing much. So yeah. Okay, this could take a while. Actually, I just realised, why did I not think to use Nasty Plot? I just spam out Nasty Plot, I might actually have a chance at taking out this Wobbuffet. Oh, you do know Mirror Coat. Okay, interesting. So, okay, so this might end up being a waste of time anyway, but if I just constantly use Nasty Plot, then I can hopefully make a bit of a difference. But now that I know you definitely use Mirror Coats, this might be all in vain. But let's just see what happens anyway. Let's see after using that 3 times. I mean, it kinda did a bit, but yeah, oh wow. How many more of these can I do? Yeah, I'm at max, aren't I? That's fine. Of course, use Mirror Coat. You're probably going to try and use Mirror Coat again, aren't you? Especially now that you know I've just been spamming out, yeah. You know what? Honestly, this is probably for the best because this is going to take way too long. Which is fine. So, let's bring out Gengar. But I'm going to immediately revive Pichu. If I can get over. Apparently I can't sort items in battle, which is very annoying. Alright, we're going to have to go all the way to the top here because I was last looking at something in the bag right at the bottom. Very, very inconvenient, this. But there we go, 1 revive. Thankfully I've got loads of them, so I'm just going to revive Pichu just so you can get the experience from this battle. You're just going to use Mirror Coat again, but that's not going to help you. Right, let's now use... Ooh, let's use... Actually, which is better? I think Shadow Ball's actually a bit better. Yeah, let's use Shadow Ball. I mean, it was sort of a good effort by Pichu, but I completely forgot the fact that Wobbuffet has the Shadow Tag ability. But you know what? That's a juicy, juicy amount of experience points there anyway. Right, okay, I don't think Spinder's gonna have, like, that Shadow Tag-like ability to prevent me from switching, so let's bring out Pichu this time, and hopefully not have the nonsense that I've had to deal with. Lucario, it's all up to you. Oh, thank God for that. You can use Double Edge, that's not going to do much to Lucario, even though that was a critical hit. Oh, I should have used Drain Punch. But, yeah, it's fine. That's one way to grow Pichu very quickly. Ooh, we want to learn Spark. I mean, might as well. Honestly, Nuzzle is not really that useful, so let's have you forget Nuzzle. And there we go. Now you've learned Spark. And next up, Tangrowth. You know what? I can't be bothered. Let's just get this battle over and done with. And you know what? Even though it's not going to be that strong, I'm going to use Drain Punch anyway just to get some health back. Even though I am probably going to go to the Pokemon Center after this, so probably a waste of time, but you know what? It's fine. I don't know what Power Whip did, but you managed to avoid it, Lucario, so that's very good. And there we go. Tangrowth easily defeated. And there we go. Defeated Betty. The Bog path is quicker, but it also has more wild Pokemon, and therefore it's more fun. You can take it to get to Crystal Peak. If you want to take the bridge path, go back. That's fine. I'm not worried about that right now, but I do want to... Well, first of all, let's actually go back and heal my Pokemon. And then we'll do a little bit more exploring, but I'm probably going to wrap up this episode because I've almost been recording for an hour already. But, as I said, with the amount of editing I'm going to have to do after my time in a Safari Zone, it's definitely not going to be anywhere near as long as an hour this episode right now, so I'll keep on going for a little bit and just see what's what. Maybe if I get lucky, I can get Pichu to evolve before the end of this episode, but we'll see. Right, you know what? We should actually try out the fishing rod. Hang on, did I save it? Yes, I did. So let's use the fishing rod and see what we have. Pokemon's on the hook. All right. Let's see what kind of Pokemon we have. We have ourselves a Poliwhirl. Not ideal for Pichu, so let's immediately switch Pokemon. Espeon, I'm just going to use you. Interesting, you're going to use Earth Power, but that's fine. I was fortunate enough to switch out. Was that definitely... Well, actually, I think any attack would have knocked out Pichu thinking about it. I think my best bet is to just try and find some more Pokemon trainers. But let's see what's across here anyway. Looks like not much, apart from an item. And a wild Pokemon. Ooh, Weeping Bell. Alright, we have ourselves a Weeping Bell. Right, okay, I'm not gonna... Oh, I must have run out of Quick Balls. Okay, might be worth stocking up on Quick Balls again. So I think for now, let me just see if I can get Pichu to evolve into a Pikachu before the end of this episode, and then I think I will wrap it up. But in the meantime, just use Psychic. Here we go, one full-blown Psychic attack to the face of Weeping Bell, and you are a goner. And once again, Pichu immediately leveled up to 20, leveled up again, still no level up right now, but what if I, oh, bloody wild Pokemon, what if I use an old rod just for the specific purpose of just seeing if I can fish up a Magikarp? Right, Sliggoo, let's bring out Espeon again. Yeah, that's right, I've got a Goomy, but not a Sliggoo. Might be worth seeing if I can catch you. I think Psychic might knock you out, so let me see if I can catch you anyway. So let's just use some Bite attacks. Okay, yeah, obviously Bite's not going to do a huge amount, because Espeon, that's not really what Espeon is going to be good at, but that's fine. Okay, we're paralyzed. Ooh, but thank you, Synchronize. We've now got a better chance of trying to catch this Sliggoo, so let's just throw an Ultra Ball at you and just hope that this works. Nice, excellent. That's another Pokemon caught in this area. I think I might level up Espeon. Well, leveled up Pichu twice, so that should level up Espeon, thinking about it. Yes, very nice. And there we go. Sliggoo, the soft tissue Pokemon. It crawls along sluggishly. The swirly protrusion on its back is filled with its brain and other organs. Huh. Better be careful of that then, Sliggoo. Anyway, so that is another Pokemon added to the collection. But let me try using a old rod. Okay, well, there's the good rod. Where's the old rod gone? Yeah, let's specifically use the old rod. Just see if we can catch like a really low level water type Pokemon that I could potentially send out Pichu to battle against. Oh, level 12? Oh, okay. Not as high level as I thought, but that's fine. Thundershock. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure you'll be able to take care of this Poliwag Pichu, no problem. Yeah, no problem at all. Unfortunately, it's still probably not gonna... Oh, wow, that hardly did anything. Yeah. Yeah, that really didn't do much, did it? Alright, well, let's have a little wander down here. Okay, we do have someone to battle against. Oops. There was an item, but I'll have to grab that after this battle. But in the meantime, let's go against Mason. Ooh, it's this annoying Pokemon that took me ages to try and catch in the Safari Zone. Right, well, let's immediately switch Pokemon because Pichu is definitely not going to have a good time. Right, I think I'm just going to use Garchomp and just play it safe. Interesting, Liquidation. Just use Dragon Claw. Let's load my defense. Right, you know what? Oops, that's not the button. That's the button. Right, let's actually, let's actually Mega Evolve Garchomp. Why not? It's been a while since I've actually Mega Evolved you, thinking about it. Yeah. You're in trouble now. Sweet. Yeah, another level up for Pichu. Way better than battling that stupidly low-leveled wild Poliwag. Right, once again, let's switch out to Pichu, and then immediately switch to Lucario. Where are you, Lucario? There you are. And it's only a Taurus, so it's not going to be too strong against you, Lucario, even though Thrash is a pretty strong move, but there we go. Already confused, which is very nice. And there we go, nicely taken care of there, Lucario. Pichu leveled up again. Gonna use Rhydon, and you know what? Let's just get this battle over and done with. Let's just get this battle over and done with. Let's use Drain Punch. Let's get our health back, assuming we don't get hit by a ground-type move after this. Oh boy. I was hoping that would knock you out, but it didn't. Okay, you're only using Takedown. That's absolutely fine. That didn't do much at all. Straight to Aura Sphere, and let's see what your final Pokemon's going to be. Ooh, Swalot. Unfortunately, Espeon is kind of paralyzed right now, although I can use Refresh. It is kind of somewhat low health. I'll take a chance, but this might be too much of a chance. Also, the background's changed. I guess it's evening time. Oh yeah, it's just ticked over to just gone past 5 o'clock now. Right, well, let's use Refresh. There we go, no longer paralyzed. Now we can use Psychic. Very nice. Nicely done there, Espeon. And we defeated Mason. It's a good thing I am not the only one watching over this swamp. Oh, wonderful. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Pichu is evolving. Very nice. Fantastic. And there we go. Your Pichu evolved into Pikachu, which is what I wanted. We Rangers assist the swamp's protector by any means necessary. Fair enough, and let's see what this is. It's a grass gem. Okay, right, well, obviously there's still so much to see around here, but I'm going to wait until... Well, actually, I was going to say I'm going to wait until the next episode, but then again, we do have the gym battle. There is the gym battle that I still need to, do, so maybe it's worth doing the gym battle in the next episode and then continuing exploring this area at a later time. Also, I'm definitely going the wrong way here. Also, of course, the repel's not going to work because I left Pichu up front, didn't I? Or Pikachu, rather. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Well, first of all, let's immediately switch Pokemon just so I can actually run away. Primarina, I'm just going to borrow you for a moment. There we go, you're going to use Aqua Tail, that's fine, that's not going to do much to, well, I'd say not going to do much, but that still did a decent amount of damage. Right, okay, I kind of forgot, yeah, that's not going to work. I need to just temporarily switch Pokemon. Now the Repel will work. You know what, that's kind of hilarious thinking about it, because I remember when I played Pokemon for the first time, I activated Repel. But I still encountered Pokemon and didn't realise that, oh, it was because I had a low-level Pokemon up front, so I was still encountering the Pokemon despite the fact I had a Repel on, so... Yeah, young me was stupid and I didn't realise that for the longest of times. Anyway, so now that we've got, well, Pikachu evolved, Pichu evolved into a Pikachu, I think this is a good time for me to end this episode, and I think what I will do is I'm going to get my team prepared for this next gym battle, and then we'll take on the next gym leader in the next episode, and we'll see how it goes. So, on that note, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and until next time, I shall catch you all later.